Tomi is a tourist visiting Japan for the first time and is excited to bring back some traditional Japanese souvenirs for his friends and family. He enters a duty-free shop at the airport and is greeted by Sakura, a friendly staff member who is eager to assist him. Tomi feels overwhelmed by the numerous options available and seeks Sakura's guidance in selecting meaningful and affordable gifts that represent Japanese culture well. Their conversation unfolds as they explore various items in the shop, from kimonos and fans to sweets and tea sets, ensuring that Tomi finds the perfect souvenirs for his loved ones.
Excuse me, could you help me find some souvenirs? I'm a bit overwhelmed by all the options here.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What kind of souvenirs are you looking for? Something specific, or are you open to suggestions?
I'm looking for something traditional from Japan. Maybe something that represents the culture well. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely. How about these beautiful kimonos? They are handcrafted, and each one is unique. They are very popular among tourists.
They are lovely, but I think they might be a bit out of my price range. Do you have anything more affordable, but still traditional?
I understand. In that case, how about these fans? They are called sensu and are a classic Japanese souvenir. They are affordable and come in various designs.
These fans are perfect. The designs are beautiful. I'll take a few of them, maybe 3 or 4.
Great choice. These fans are lightweight and easy to carry. Is there anything else you need?
Yes, I'd also like to buy some Japanese sweets. Do you have any recommendations for something that would be a good gift?
Sure. These matcha-flavored sweets are very popular with tourists. They have a unique taste that represents Japanese flavors.
They look delicious. I'll take a box of those. Do you think they will keep well during my travel?
Yes, they are well packaged and should be fine for a few weeks. Anything else you are interested in?
Yes, I need a few small gifts for my friends. Something easy to carry but meaningful. Do you have any suggestions?
How about these keychains? They are small, affordable, and have traditional Japanese designs. They are perfect for souvenirs.
Perfect. I'll take 5 of them. They will make great gifts for my friends. What other items do you recommend for tourists?
We also have these beautiful lacquerware boxes. They are traditional and can be used to store small items or as decorative pieces.
Those are beautiful, but I'm worried about them getting damaged in my luggage. Are they sturdy?
Yes, they are quite durable. We can also provide special packaging to ensure they travel safely.
That sounds good. I'll take 1 lacquerware box as well. Is there anything else I should consider?
If you are interested in something unique, we have traditional tea sets. They make a great gift and are a wonderful way to experience Japanese tea culture.
A tea set sounds wonderful. I think I'll take one as well. My friends will love it. Can you also help me with the tea selection?
Certainly. We have a variety of teas, including green tea, matcha, and hojicha. Would you like to sample any of them?
Yes, I'd love to try some matcha. I've heard a lot about it, but never had the chance to try it.
Here, let me prepare a small sample for you. Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, this is really good. I'll take a tin of matcha as well.
Excellent choice. Is there anything else you need?
No, I think that will be all for now. Thank you so much for your help. You've been very informative and kind.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Would you like to pay by cash or card?
I'll pay by card. Do you accept all major credit cards?
Yes, we do. Please follow me to the cashier.
Sure, thank you.
Here you go. Please insert your card here and follow the instructions on the screen.
All right. Is it done?
Yes, your payment is complete. Would you like a receipt?
Yes, please.
Here's your receipt and your purchases. Have a great day and enjoy your stay in Japan.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful. I'll definitely recommend this store to my friends.
My pleasure. Thank you for visiting. Have a safe trip, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Tomi, a businessman traveling for a work trip, is on board a flight for the first time with this particular airline. He seems a bit unsure of where to find his seat. As he walks down the aisle, he notices that the plane is larger than expected, which adds to his slight confusion. He decides to ask for help from Sakura, a friendly and attentive flight attendant who is stationed near the front of the cabin. Sakura notices his hesitation and is ready to assist him with a warm smile, leading to a casual conversation as she guides him to his seat.
Excuse me, could you help me find my seat?
Of course, sir. May I see your boarding pass?
Here it is.
Thank you. Let's see. You're in seat 15A, which is by the window.
Oh, great. I love window seats.
It's right down this aisle, to your left.
Thanks a lot. I was worried I might get lost in this big plane.
No problem at all. It can be a bit confusing, especially if you're not familiar with the layout.
This is actually my first time flying on this airline.
Welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy your flight with us.
Thank you. The plane seems really nice and comfortable.
We do our best to make sure all our passengers have a pleasant experience.
I appreciate that. How long have you been working as a flight attendant?
It's been about 5 years now. I really enjoy meeting people from all over the world.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Do you travel a lot?
Yes, I do. I've been to many countries, but there are still so many places I'd love to visit.
That's amazing. I wish I could travel more often.
Traveling is a wonderful experience. It really broadens your perspective.
I agree. It's like every trip teaches you something new.
Exactly. So are you traveling for business or pleasure?
This time, it's for business, but I hope to have some time to explore the city.
That sounds nice. Which city are you visiting?
I'm heading to Tokyo.
Tokyo is a fantastic city. There's so much to see and do.
I'm looking forward to it. Any recommendations?
Definitely visit Shibuya and Asakusa, and if you have time, try the local food. It's amazing.
That sounds perfect. I'll make sure to check those places out.
I'm sure you'll have a great time. Is there anything else you need?
No, I'm all set. Thank you for your help, Sakura.
You're very welcome, Tomi. If you need anything else during the flight, just let me know.
I will. Thanks again.
Enjoy your flight.
I'm sure I will, thanks to your assistance.
It's my pleasure. Have a wonderful trip.
Tomi, a tourist who has just arrived in a foreign country, is about to go through the customs checkpoint at the airport. It's his first time dealing with customs procedures in this country, and he feels a bit anxious and unsure about the process. As he approaches the checkpoint, he meets Sakura, a customs officer who is responsible for helping travelers navigate through the procedures smoothly. Tomi asks for assistance, and Sakura patiently guides him through the necessary steps, addressing his concerns and ensuring he understands everything. The conversation between them is friendly and informative, helping Tomi feel more confident as he completes the customs process.
Good afternoon. Is this where I go through customs?
Good afternoon. Yes, this is the customs checkpoint. May I see your passport and customs declaration form, please?
Sure, here they are. I've never gone through customs here before, so I'm a bit unsure about the process.
No worries. I'm here to help. Let me take a look at your documents. Have you filled out the customs declaration form completely?
I think so. I've tried to answer all the questions, but I wasn't entirely sure about some sections.
That's okay. It can be a bit confusing if you're not familiar with it. Let's go through it together. Do you have any items to declare?
Well, I have some electronics and a few gifts for friends and family. I'm not sure if those need to be declared.
Electronics are usually fine as long as they're for personal use. Are they new or for resale?
No, they're just my personal items, a laptop and a camera that I use for work and travel.
In that case, you don't need to declare them. And the gifts?
Just some souvenirs, like local crafts and a bottle of wine. Nothing too valuable.
That should be fine as well. Souvenirs and small gifts usually don't require declaration unless their value exceeds a certain amount. Do you remember the total value of the gifts?
I'd say it's under a few $100s. I didn't spend much.
That's well within the allowed limit, so you should be fine. Are you carrying any food, plants, or animal products?
I do have some snacks that I bought for the trip, but they're all packaged and nothing fresh.
Packaged snacks are generally okay, but fresh food, plants, or any animal products would need to be declared and possibly inspected.
Good to know. I'll make sure to mark that correctly.
And what about currency? Are you carrying more than 10,000 USD or its equivalent in cash?
No, I have some cash, but it's definitely less than that. Just enough for daily expenses while I'm here.
Then you don't need to worry about declaring that. Everything seems to be in order. Just make sure to sign and date the form at the bottom.
Got it. I really appreciate your help with this. I was worried I might make a mistake.
It's my pleasure. Customs procedures can be tricky, especially when you're in a new country. We're here to make the process as smooth as possible.
I can imagine. What happens next after I hand in this form?
After you submit your form and passport, you'll go through a brief inspection where they might ask to see some of your belongings. It's usually quick, unless they need to inspect something more thoroughly.
Do they inspect everyone's luggage?
Not always. It's a random process, so they might ask to check 1 or 2 bags. It's routine, and if everything is as you declared, you'll be on your way in no time.
That's good to hear. I was a bit nervous about this part.
It's understandable, but there's really nothing to worry about. Just be honest and cooperative, and it will go smoothly.
Thanks for the reassurance. I've heard stories about customs being really strict, so I wanted to make sure I was prepared.
Customs can be strict, but that's just to ensure everyone's safety and compliance with the law. As long as you follow the rules, there's no need to worry.
Makes sense. I just want to make sure I'm following all the guidelines properly.
That's the right attitude. It's always better to be cautious and ask questions if you're unsure.
I'm glad I did. Your help has made this much easier.
I'm happy to assist. It's part of my job to make sure passengers like you have a smooth experience.
And you're doing a great job. What should I expect after this?
After the luggage inspection, you'll head to the exit where you can either go straight to your transportation or, if needed, visit the currency exchange or information desk.
That sounds straightforward. Is there anything else I need to know?
Just keep your passport and any important documents handy, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask.
I think I'm all set now. Thanks again for all your help, Sakura.
You're very welcome, Tomi. I hope you have a wonderful stay and safe travels.
I'm sure I will, thanks to your help. Have a great day.
You too. Take care and enjoy your visit.
Tomi, a tourist visiting Japan for the first time, has just landed at Tokyo's airport. He's excited, but also a bit tired after a long flight from New York. As he steps outside the terminal, he needs to find a taxi to take him to his hotel, the Grand Tokyo Hotel. Tomi approaches a taxi and meets Sakura, the friendly taxi driver. He's eager to start his adventure in Tokyo, and Sakura, noticing his excitement and slight fatigue, engages him in a friendly conversation. Throughout the ride, they discuss Tomi's travel plans, sights to see in Tokyo, and even some tips on local cuisine. Sakura's knowledge and warm demeanor help put Tomi at ease as they make their way to the hotel.
Excuse me, are you available to take me to my hotel?
Yes, of course. Where are you headed?
I'm staying at the Grand Tokyo Hotel. Do you know how to get there?
Absolutely. It's a well-known hotel in the city. How was your flight?
It was good, but quite long. I'm feeling a bit jet-lagged, to be honest.
That's understandable. Long flights can really take it out of you. Have you traveled far?
Yes, I flew in from New York. It's my first time in Japan, so I'm a little overwhelmed.
Welcome to Japan. You've chosen a great city to start with. Tokyo has a lot to offer.
Thanks. I've heard so many great things about Tokyo. I'm excited to explore.
You'll love it here. There's something for everyone. Have you planned out your itinerary yet?
I have a few ideas, but I'm still figuring it out. I want to visit the Tokyo Tower and maybe check out some local markets. Do you have any recommendations?
Definitely. Tokyo Tower is a must-see. You should also visit Asakusa for a taste of traditional Tokyo. And if you're into shopping, Shibuya and Harajuku are amazing.
That sounds great. I'm really looking forward to experiencing both the modern and traditional sides of Tokyo.
You'll definitely get a good mix of both. Are you staying in Tokyo for your entire trip?
No, just for a few days. After that, I'm planning to visit Kyoto and Osaka.
Excellent choices. Kyoto is beautiful, especially if you're interested in temples and gardens. And Osaka is famous for its food. You have to try takoyaki there.
That's what I've heard. I'm definitely planning to eat my way through Osaka.
You won't be disappointed. Japanese food is amazing, and each region has its own specialties.
I'm really looking forward to it. Speaking of food, do you have any good sushi recommendations in Tokyo?
Yes, you should visit Tsukiji Outer Market for some of the best sushi. It's fresh and delicious. And if you want something a bit more upscale, there are plenty of great sushi restaurants in Ginza.
I'll definitely check those out. I've always wanted to try authentic Japanese sushi.
You're in for a treat. There's nothing quite like sushi in Japan.
I believe that. How far is the Grand Tokyo Hotel from here?
It's about a 30 to 40-minute drive, depending on the traffic. But don't worry, I'll get you there comfortably.
Sounds good. I'm just eager to get to the hotel and relax.
You'll have plenty of time to rest once we arrive. The hotel has great facilities too, so you can unwind.
That's good to hear. I might take a quick nap and then explore a bit.
That sounds like a good plan. If you need any tips on where to go or what to see, feel free to ask.
I appreciate that. It's always helpful to get advice from a local.
We're always happy to help. Are you here on vacation or business?
Mostly vacation, but I might do a bit of work while I'm here. I'm trying to mix a little business with pleasure.
That's a great idea. Tokyo is a great place for both. If you have some free time, make sure to check out some of the city's parks. Shinjuku-joen is beautiful, especially if you like nature.
I do, actually. A relaxing walk through a park sounds perfect after a busy day.
It's a great way to escape the hustle and bustle of the city for a bit. And if you're into history, you might enjoy visiting the Edo Tokyo Museum.
That sounds interesting. I'd love to learn more about Japan's history while I'm here.
The museum is a great place to start. It gives you a good overview of Tokyo's history and how it's evolved over the years.
I'll definitely add that to my list. It sounds like there's so much to see and do here.
There really is. You'll never run out of things to do in Tokyo. And if you ever get lost or need help, don't hesitate to ask someone. People here are very friendly and willing to assist.
That's comforting to know. It's always a bit daunting being in a new place.
I can imagine. But Tokyo is a safe and welcoming city. You'll feel right at home in no time.
I'm sure I will. The people I've met so far have been really nice.
I'm glad to hear that. It's important to us that visitors have a great experience here.
You're doing a great job of that. This conversation has already made me feel more at ease.
That's what I'm here for. By the way, we're almost at your hotel.
Great. The ride went by quickly with all this chatting.
It did, didn't it? I've enjoyed our conversation as well.
Me too. Thanks for the company and all the helpful advice.
You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay at the Grand Tokyo Hotel and have an amazing time in Japan.
I'm sure I will, thanks to your help. I really appreciate it, Sakura.
It was my pleasure, Tomi. If you need anything else during your stay, feel free to reach out.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again, and have a great day.
You too. Take care and enjoy your time in Tokyo.
Tomi, a tourist visiting the city for the first time, arrives at a hotel to check in. He has made a reservation in advance and is looking forward to his stay. Sakura, the hotel receptionist, warmly welcomes him and helps him with the check-in process. As Tomi is unfamiliar with the hotel's services and the local area, he takes the opportunity to ask Sakura for more information about the amenities offered by the hotel, as well as recommendations for nearby attractions. The conversation between them is friendly and informative, setting the tone for Tomi's enjoyable stay.
Hi, I have a reservation under the name Tomi, and I believe it's for a standard room. I just arrived and would like to check in. It's my first time here, so I'm looking forward to my stay.
Welcome to our hotel, Mr. Tomi. We're delighted to have you with us. Let me pull up your reservation. Could you please provide your passport or ID for verification while I check the details?
Sure, here's my passport. I hope everything is in order. I booked the room online a few weeks ago.
Thank you, Mr. Tomi. Yes, I see your reservation here. You've booked a standard room for 3 nights. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I was particularly drawn to the reviews about your hotel's excellent service and amenities. I hope to make the most of my stay.
We're glad to hear that. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful experience. I've completed the check-in process, and everything seems to be in order. Here's your room key. You'll be staying in room 503, which is located on the 5th floor.
Great, thank you. I noticed that your hotel offers a range of services. Could you provide me with some details on what's available for guests?
Certainly, Mr. Tomi. We take pride in offering a variety of amenities to make our guests' stay as comfortable and enjoyable as possible. First, we have a fully equipped gym on the 2nd floor that is open 24 hours a day, so you can work out at any time that suits you.
That sounds perfect, especially since I like to exercise early in the morning. What other facilities do you have?
We also have a spa on the 3rd floor, which offers a range of treatments from massages to facials. It's a great way to relax after a long day of sightseeing or meetings. Our spa is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and we recommend making a reservation if you're interested.
That sounds very tempting. I might just book a session. Is there a restaurant on site as well?
Yes, we have a restaurant on the ground floor that serves a variety of dishes, including local specialties and international cuisine. Breakfast is served from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., and we also offer lunch and dinner. If you prefer, you can also order room service at any time.
I'm looking forward to trying the local cuisine. Is breakfast included with my stay?
Yes, breakfast is included in your reservation. We serve a buffet-style breakfast with a wide range of options, including both Western and traditional dishes.
Excellent. And what about Wi-Fi? Is it available in the rooms?
Absolutely, Mr. Tomey. Wi-Fi is complimentary and available throughout the hotel, including in your room. You can find the login details on this card. If you encounter any issues, just let us know.
Thank you for the information. I noticed there's a business center as well. Can you tell me more about it?
Of course, our business center is located on the ground floor near the lobby. It's open 24 hours and is equipped with computers, printers, and fax machines. We also offer secretarial services if you need any assistance with business-related tasks during your stay.
That's great to know, especially since I might need to check emails and print some documents. Is there a fee for using the business center?
The use of the computers and basic services is complimentary for our guests. There's only a small fee for printing and faxing, depending on the number of pages.
That's very reasonable. I appreciate the convenience. Could you also tell me if there are any nearby attractions or places you'd recommend visiting?
Absolutely, Mr. Tomey. Our hotel is ideally located near several key attractions. For instance, the city center is just a short walk away, where you can visit the local museum, explore shopping areas, or enjoy some of the city's finest dining options. There's also a beautiful park nearby that's perfect for a relaxing stroll.
That sounds like exactly what I'm looking for. How long does it take to walk to the park?
It's only about a 10-minute walk from the hotel. If you prefer, we can also arrange a shuttle service for you.
I think I'll walk and enjoy the scenery. It's always nice to explore a new city on foot.
I completely agree. Walking gives you a real sense of the place. If you need any maps or further directions, feel free to ask. We also offer guided tours if that interests you.
I might consider that. I like to plan my trips a bit spontaneously, so it's good to know I have options.
Absolutely. We're here to help with any plans or last-minute arrangements you might need. By the way, if you need any transportation services or restaurant reservations, just let us know.
That's very reassuring. I'm feeling more and more excited about my stay here.
We're glad to hear that, Mr. Tomey. If you have any other questions or need assistance at any time during your stay, please don't hesitate to contact the front desk. We're available 24/7 to assist you.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Thank you so much for all your help, Sakura. You've been wonderful.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Tomey. Enjoy your stay, and I hope you have a fantastic time exploring the city.
Tomey is a tourist visiting a new city and is eager to explore the local attractions. While wandering around, he realizes he's unsure of how to reach a famous temple he has heard about. He approaches Sakura, a local resident, to ask for directions. Sakura is knowledgeable about the area and is happy to help. She not only provides detailed directions to Sakurayama Temple, but also shares insights about the best times to visit, what to expect, and nearby spots worth checking out. Their conversation is friendly and informative, giving Tomey the confidence to explore the area on his own.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm a bit lost. I'm trying to find a famous sightseeing spot around here, but I'm not sure where to go.
No problem at all. I'm happy to help. Which place are you looking for?
I've heard there's a beautiful temple nearby that's quite popular with both tourists and locals. I believe it's called something like Sakura Temple, or maybe Sakurayama Temple.
Ah, you must be referring to Sakurayama Temple. It's a lovely spot, especially if you're visiting during the cherry blossom season. The temple is known for its serene atmosphere and picturesque surroundings.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I've read that the cherry blossoms there are breathtaking. How can I get there from here?
It's a bit of a walk, but it's definitely worth it. Do you see the large intersection down the street?
Yes, I can see it from here.
Great. You'll want to head straight towards that intersection. Once you reach it, keep going straight until you pass the second set of traffic lights. It's a bit of a busy area, so be mindful of the traffic.
Straight until the second traffic light. Got it. Then what should I do?
After the second traffic light, you'll come to a small bridge that crosses a stream. The view from the bridge is quite nice, so take a moment to enjoy it if you have time.
A bridge, you say? I'll definitely take a look. I love finding little spots like that along the way.
Yes, it's a charming little spot. After you cross the bridge, continue straight until you see a small park on your right. It's a quiet area where locals often go to relax. The temple is just beyond that park.
This sounds like a perfect place for a leisurely walk. How long do you think it will take to get there?
It should take about 20 minutes if you're walking at a leisurely pace, but if you like to stop and take photos or explore, you might spend a bit more time enjoying the surroundings.
I do enjoy taking my time and soaking in the atmosphere, especially when visiting a place like this. Are there any good photo spots along the way or at the temple?
Definitely. The park itself is quite photogenic, especially with the cherry blossoms in bloom. And once you reach the temple, there's a beautiful garden with a small pond. The temple's architecture, against the backdrop of the cherry blossoms, makes for some stunning photos.
That sounds wonderful. I'll make sure to bring my camera and take plenty of pictures. Is the temple usually crowded, or is it possible to find a quiet moment there?
It depends on the time of day. If you go early in the morning or later in the afternoon, it's usually quieter. Midday tends to be the busiest time, especially with tour groups visiting.
I see. I might aim to get there early in the morning then. I prefer a more peaceful experience where I can really appreciate the beauty of the place.
That's a great idea. The morning light filtering through the trees and the blossoms is simply magical. It's also a good time to enjoy the temple's tranquil atmosphere before the crowds arrive.
I'm really looking forward to it now. Are there any other places of interest near the temple that you'd recommend visiting?
Yes, actually. Near the entrance to the temple, there's a small traditional tea house. They serve excellent matcha and traditional sweets. It's a great spot to relax after walking around the temple grounds.
That sounds like a perfect way to end my visit to the temple. I've been wanting to try some authentic matcha.
You won't be disappointed. The tea house has a lovely view of the garden, and the atmosphere is very calming. It's a wonderful way to experience Japanese culture.
I'll definitely make sure to stop by. Is there anything else I should know before I go? Maybe something about the local customs or tips for visiting the temple?
Just one thing. The temple is a place of worship, so it's important to be respectful. When you enter, you'll notice a large basin where people wash their hands before going inside. It's a traditional purification ritual, so you might want to participate.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll make sure to do that. Is there an entrance fee for the temple?
No, the entrance is free, but there's a donation box near the entrance if you'd like to contribute to the temple's upkeep. It's entirely optional, but it's a nice gesture if you enjoyed your visit.
I'll definitely leave a donation. It sounds like a place that's well worth supporting.
I'm sure the temple staff will appreciate it. They do a wonderful job maintaining the grounds and preserving the peaceful atmosphere.
I can't wait to experience it. Thank you so much for all your help. I would have been wandering around aimlessly without your directions.
It was my pleasure. I'm glad I could help. Enjoy your visit to Sakurayama Temple, and if you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask.
I will. Thanks again. I'm sure I'll have a great time exploring this beautiful area.
Have a wonderful day, and enjoy every moment of your trip.
You too. Take care.
Tomi, a curious and adventurous traveler, has just arrived at a bustling night market in a foreign city. The market is alive with vibrant colors, enticing aromas, and the buzz of people enjoying local delicacies. Tomi is eager to immerse himself in the local culture by trying authentic dishes he can't find back home. As he wanders through the market, he spots Sakura, a friendly vendor who runs a popular food stall. Intrigued by the delicious smells and the warm atmosphere of the stall, Tomi approaches Sakura, hoping to get some recommendations on what to try. Sakura, with her welcoming demeanor and deep knowledge of local cuisine, is more than happy to guide Tomi through the culinary delights of the night market.
Excuse me, I hope I'm not interrupting. This place is so vibrant and lively, it's almost overwhelming. I'm visiting from overseas, and I've heard that the night market here is something you absolutely cannot miss. I was hoping you could help me navigate through all the food choices. There's just so much to choose from. I don't know where to start.
Not at all. You're welcome here. The night market is one of our city's most beloved attractions. There's a little bit of everything for everyone, and I'd be more than happy to guide you. Since you're new here, why don't we start with something that's both authentic and popular among the locals?
That sounds perfect. I'm really interested in trying dishes that are unique to this area, things I wouldn't find back home. I want to really immerse myself in the local culture through the food.
I completely understand. One dish you must try is the grilled octopus skewers. It's a street food classic here, seasoned with a blend of spices that has been passed down for generations. The texture is tender, with just the right amount of chewiness, and the flavors are rich and savory. It's quite different from what many are used to, but it's always a favorite among visitors who are willing to try something new.
Grilled octopus skewers. That does sound like an adventure. I've never had octopus before, but I'm excited to try it. It's great to be able to experience something that's a staple for the locals.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The beauty of food is that it can tell you so much about the culture. And if you're looking for something that pairs well with the skewers, I'd recommend trying our tempura. It's a bit lighter, but still incredibly flavorful, and the vegetables we use are fresh from the local farms.
Tempura is one of my favorites, but I've only had it in restaurants back home. I bet it's even better here, where it's made fresh and with local ingredients. The combination of crispy batter and the natural sweetness of the vegetables must be amazing.
Absolutely. The secret is in the batter, which is light and crisp, and it complements the vegetables perfectly without overpowering their natural flavors. I think you'll find it refreshing, especially after the more intense flavors of the octopus skewers.
You've really thought of everything. I'm so glad I asked you for recommendations. After something savory, I always crave something sweet. Is there a dessert here that you think I shouldn't leave without trying?
Oh, you have to try our mochi. It's a traditional sweet made from glutinous rice flour, and we offer a variety of fillings. The texture is soft and chewy, and it's a favorite among both locals and tourists. You can choose from flavors like red bean, matcha, or even chocolate if you're feeling like something more familiar.
Mochi. I've heard about it, but never had the chance to try the real thing. I think I'll go with the matcha flavor. It seems like a flavor that really represents this area, and I've always been curious about it.
Matcha is an excellent choice. It has a slightly bitter taste that balances the sweetness of the mochi perfectly. It's also a great way to end your meal on a refreshing note. And if you're a tea lover, we have some great matcha tea that you can enjoy alongside it.
That sounds like a perfect combination. I'm really excited to try all of this. You've been incredibly helpful, Sakura. It's not always easy navigating a new place, especially with so many options.
It's my pleasure, Tomi. I enjoy introducing our culture to visitors. There's so much to see and taste here, and food is such a big part of our identity. I hope you have a wonderful experience here at the night market and that you leave with some great memories.
I'm sure I will. Thank you again for all your recommendations. I feel like I'm getting a true taste of the local culture, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. I'll definitely take my time and enjoy every bite.
Take your time, enjoy the atmosphere, and don't hesitate to come back if you want to try something else. There's always something new to discover here. And if you need any more suggestions, I'm always here to help.
I appreciate that. I might just take you up on that offer. I've got a feeling I'll be coming back for more. This place has such a warm and welcoming vibe, and the food, well, I can't wait to dive in.
That's the spirit. Enjoy your evening, Tomi, and remember, every dish here has a story, so you're not just tasting food, you're experiencing a part of our culture.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Thank you for making my visit so memorable. I'll be sure to tell everyone back home about this amazing place and the wonderful people I met, like you.
You're too kind. Safe travels, and don't be a stranger next time you're in town. There's always more to see and eat.
I definitely won't be a stranger. Until next time, Sakura, take care.
You too, Tomi. Have a great rest of your trip.